what's going on? T2RX6 here. A little spoiler for the upcoming building issue here. I've been poring over this for a while because you'll see when we build this, it just kind of tells you to put the distributor cap wires in, just one right after the other. And I was thinking about it after I built it, and I was like, I've never seen a distributor cap that works that way. So I did a lot of research and found a 1959 Cadillac wiring guide. There's our distributor cap there, and there is the spark plugs of our engine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and how they should be routed here. And then I went online and found a matching wire diagram of it, so I could see exactly how those cylinders should be routed, and where the wires should go around the distributor cap to look right, which ultimately brings us to the distributor cap that looks like this. So yeah, I just want to throw that in there before we get on with the video, just so you can see that distributor cap wires are correct now, but they won't be during the build video. So with that, let's get on to the build. Alright guys, stage 12 looks like we do the engine fan. Looks like we're going to put some of the belts, a bunch of cooling pipes in. Only 2 screws, so not too much to struggle with. So let's get this open and let's get working. Alright, so we've got some various lengths of wires. We've got some more pulley pieces. We only needed one of our EP screws, 2 hoses here, the fan. So let's just get going, and we start with putting together a pulley and immediately dropping it. So let's try that again. We start by putting together a pulley, just like so. And then this is all going to sit on the front here like that. And then finally we're gonna take our one screw, we're gonna take our fan here. We'll put that screw right in here, and then this guy's gonna get attached right to the front. So after we get the pulleys in place, you're going to attach the fan with the one screw in here, but believe me, I've been trying to get it in so many times now that I gave up and took it off camera, because I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't try to get it done on camera anymore. Yeah, but it secures right in here and fastens all this together, just like so. So now we're going to take our 2 belts, and we kind of have to stretch this to make it work. It's going to go over this back pulley here and into the slot through the bottom one down here, and stretch it to fit it over the generator. And I want to make sure that it looks nice. I don't want those curves in the belt, because that just doesn't look nice to me. So we will keep trying till we get it. There we go. That's a mostly good looking belt. Still looks like it's turned a little. Let's try it again. There we go. I think that one looks nice, and then we're going to do the same thing with the other one, but with the front pulleys here. So unfortunately we ran into a little thing called loss of power on our camera, so we had to charge it overnight. So we are back, and we're going to put this second belt on, and it stretches and goes just like this, in the process of putting everything away so nothing got lost or knocked off the table. I had to reassess the tubes. So we've got HIJKLM. So yeah, so the next part says looking at this side, we are going to take an eye. It's going to come off of this spark plug. So we'll take our eye, comes off of this spark plug. This is going to be tricky, I feel like. So this is definitely the part of this that I'm dreading doing, and we take this I tube here, and it needs to be gripped and placed over the spark plugs, and this is definitely going to be one of those exercises in frustration. Actually, that was not nearly as bad as I was expecting it to end up being. So, the eye tube is supposed to go under this. And I say I because obviously it's I on the instructions. And then I comes in and it goes through this here. And theirs looks so much nicer than ours is going to end up looking, because the tube's just too big, honestly. And yeah, it plugs into there, and just like I thought, it seems like this stuff probably could have done with putting all this on before we put the air filter on. So here we go. Okay, so we got that in, but I would not say that that is necessarily the prettiest connection here with the wire hanging out like this. So this looks like a case where we're probably going to have to figure out some way to kind of make this look nicer. There's very much, like, looks great when it's like this. I don't know, do we like heat it up or something and that'll kind of help the overall aesthetic? Like, it certainly does not look like that at all when it's done by me. But whatever, we're gonna put it in like this, and I may make adjustments to this off camera later on, but we'll go from there when we get there. So H-I-J, we're gonna take a J and two H's, and so the J, I hope that was the J. J. Yep, that looks right. J is going to go right on this spark plug here. And that one's not that bad to get. Then it comes up, feeds through the second one, and into our distributor cap. There we go, and I think we'll move these ones to be angled more in as we get them there. And like I said, I'm probably going to come back and try to figure out how to make these tubes just flat out look nicer over these, because it is a little bit bulky looking. Anyway, H comes in. We just plug it in here. Not a problem, because this one's readily exposed right through here. Grab it with our tweezer and plug it on in again. There we go. And we'll take the last one. And it looks really nice coming through here. It just does not look quite as nice going to the engine. So we'll take our last one, plug it in. Feed it through. And plug it in like that. We'll go ahead and kind of tilt these guys in a direction that we like. Think like that makes the wires look nice. Again, we'll fix that later. So working on the next side, we need two J's, an I, H, I, J, and K. So put these here, and we'll just work on them one at a time. So K comes around and plugs right into here. Well, again, a little bit tough with the generator in the way, but not as bad as the other side seemed to be. Still, since we bolted this on, previous issue, I feel like we could have waited just a little to get this all together. We're gonna have to try to use the tweezers here again to get it in place, I think. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing, because I can barely see what I'm doing. There we go, we got that. Let's just do the next one. But there we go. So we got those wires in place. Not the best looking thing, but not terrible. From here we're going to take our final two H's and they connect from, looks like this guy here. Come on, you can do it. There we go, we got it on. We just need to get it down somewhere. There we go. And then this guy goes here. It's pretty hard because the tube is just the right size, so it doesn't really want to go on super well. You kind of get a little bit and then you have to kind of persuade it with some tweezers here. So there we go, we got that down, and then they both plug into the respective side of the generator here. And again, these ones do feel just slightly too long to me. I mean, it's not bad, but really we could just lose a bit of this, make it a little more tight, I feel like, and make it look better. So we're gonna have to figure that out later. Next time you see it, it may look just a little bit different, but we'll do that later. So coming back around to the front here, it looks like we take our hose here and it connects to the front of the engine like so. And then we take this second one up here, and yep, it does have a key to make sure you're putting it on correctly so it's facing the right way. We take our ridiculously long hose and it connects from here, and then they just say it goes back in this direction with no real clear plug in here, and then I'm left with one little hose. So that's because it went onto here. actually, no, it didn't go onto here. It goes onto right in the back here. Underneath all this is another plug-in that we've never really paid attention to. So again, I ask, why are we waiting so late into the build of the engine to add some of these hoses that are just completely obscured by other stuff? So I'm gonna have to take this off camera because there's no way we're seeing that. And then so there we go. That is our completed issue 11, 12 at this point. I can't remember. 12, stage 12. So that's what we have. When you see it next, we may have some different looking pipes, but till then, I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next time.